Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is going to be very exciting because I'm going to be telling you everything I know about the new Catrice update. They do an update every 6 months or so, and they just announced the new things for spring, summer, and I'm very excited about this. Let's get right into it. So before I start this video, I just have to tell you I found this info on the channel of Misolde. She is a German YouTuber and she is always super fast, like so quick with all the new Essence and Catrice news. I am Dutch, so I can kind of follow what she's saying. I'm not like a German speaker, but I can kind of like understand what she's saying. So I actually got my news from her. So if you're interested in like the news from Essence and Catrice, that is a channel that I would personally recommend. I think she does a great job. So a huge shout out to her. Without her, I would not have this info. Well, first up, before we go into the update, like the full update of their range, I just wanted to quickly mention one of their new limited editions. Catrice does a bunch of limited editions and by the way, I don't know about the dates of these makeup product launches. I don't know the dates, I don't know the prices, I just know the names, and I have a feeling this will probably come out in like February, around that time. So I'm gonna keep you updated, and probably I'm gonna buy a few things as well and actually try them out. But first up, we have the limited edition called Dear Universe. We have an eyeshadow palette. I think this eyeshadow palette actually looks pretty cute. Some warm tones, some cool tones. It could be pretty good quality. I'm thinking about maybe snagging that up. I'm not sure yet, but I think the combination of shades here is pretty cute and I like the packaging as well. I feel like the name is a little bit corny, but like pretty cute packaging. Then we have some press-on nails. We have one that's kind of like iridescent chrome, like white with different shades, kind of blue and pink. And we have one that is a white gradient from purple to peach. Not really something I'm personally into, but could be cute. I think the looks that they chose, I think the things that they chose for this are pretty cute. Then we also have some lashes. We have 4 different styles. I personally don't wear lashes, but I think this is pretty interesting. I like the packaging. I think it looks cute. Then let's get into the new makeup from the permanent range. First up, we have some nail polishes. We have 16 new shades. We have the shade Clear as Dead. It is just a clear nail polish. It doesn't have any other promises, so it's not like a base coat or a top coat, I think. Then we have Encourage Mint. This one is a bright mint shade, pretty cute for spring and summer, I think. Then we have Glittering Rose. It looks like a cream in the photo, but the name suggests that it's kind of like shiny or glittering. I don't know what it's gonna be. We'll have to see in the store. Sometimes they give something a name as if it is glowy or shimmery, but it is not actually. Then we have one, this is a white one. I could not make out the name. I listened to the fragment a bunch of times, but I just couldn't make it out. So it's something feeling. But once it is in store, it is just a white one if you're interested in it. Then we have Iced Matcha Latte, which is a very bright green, almost neon. Actually, it looks kind of neon. I think it's a pretty cute shade. Not what I would imagine with matcha, but pretty cute. Then we have Jellylicious. And jelly nail polishes are a little bit more sheer. They give this jelly kind of see-through effect to the nails. I think this shade looks pretty cute. I just don't know personally if I would be into jelly nail polishes. I haven't tried it yet. And I usually do like a full coverage nail polish. So we'll see about that. I think they're kind of like testing the waters, seeing if people like it, because there's only one shade here. I don't know if I've seen it before. Then we have Koala Tea Time. So like quality time, but Koala Tea Time. This is a gray shade, pretty cute. Then we have Lavender Her. Like a pretty standard cool toned lavender shade. Lemon Butter. I actually think this is a pretty interesting shade. It's kind of like a really light lime, like yellow mixed with green, and then really light. I think it is pretty interesting. Then we have Papaya Punch. This is quite a bright coral salmony shade. This is something that I used to wear a lot, but I don't really do that anymore now, so probably not picking that up. Then we have Rose Quartz. It is a light pink. And we also have a Gloss and Glow nail lacquer, and this is supposed to be a nail whitener and a nail brightener. I don't really see myself using this because I always wear nail polish, and then this type of product I wouldn't know when to wear, but okay. Then we also have the shade Vanilla Chai, which is a light peach. And we have the shade Vive Vie Amour, which is a bright, kind of like standard red nail polish. We have two more shades. We have the shade Wild Dreams, which is more of a warmer, little bit of a medium purple shade, leaning lavender. And we have Your Royal Highness, which is a very bright cobalt blue. I actually think that looks pretty interesting. I think that's a pretty nice shade. Then we have one new nail polish from the nude line. This is the More Than Nude nail polish line, and this is a shade Toffee to Go. I have to say it looks like a really beautiful nude, like very cool tone, but not too cool, like a really neutral nude. I think this might be one I would pick up. Then we have a new line of very bright, very neon nail polishes. These are the Super Brights. We have the shade Aperitivo, which is a really orangey red, very bright. Then we have a bright purpley pink, a little bit less neon than the other ones, but I think it's a pretty cute shade actually. Then we have Feeling Sunshine, a very bright yellow with a green undertone. I think this one looks really good. And we have the shade Splish Splash, which is a very bright blue, a little bit of a green undertone almost, but very bright. I think this would be really cool for summer. Then next up we have two new shades of the 20-hour Ultra Precision Gel Eye Pencil Waterproof. We have one shade, which is the shade Light Up, which is a new shade for in a waterline. I think this is a good like staple product to have for a makeup brand. I personally don't use it, but I think it looks pretty good. And we have a blue shade, which is called Ocean Eyes. I think the blue shade looks very cool for summer, but I personally already have a shade like this, but I think this range sounds pretty interesting. I haven't tried it. Oh, I just realized that we have more nail polish. I will try to be a little bit more like logical with the order. Okay, so we have the Artful Nail Polishes, Artful Nail Polish Liner. Okay, so these are supposed to be like a nail art nail polish with a smaller tip, so it can be more precise. We have a white shade, which is called Be Creative. We have a black shade that is called Better Than Black. We have Dipped in Glitter, which is a taupey glitter shade. And we have Pinky Promise, which is a very bright pink, like very neon. I think this is pretty interesting. I personally don't think I would buy something especially for nail art. I think I would just buy like a tiny brush and use the nail polish that I already have. But if you think this is more convenient, I can totally understand. Yeah, I think those were all the nail polishes. Then next up we have the All Over Glow tint, and I'm not entirely sure. It says Cheek Eye Lip tint. I'm not entirely sure if this is gonna have some coverage, if this is gonna be more like a Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter kind of product, or if it's gonna be more like a highlighter or something in between. That is something we will find out later, I think. We have the shade Sun Dip, which is kind of like a goldy bronze. We also have the shade Diamond, which is a very light champagne shade. And we have the shade Blushing, which is a pinky like rose gold. This is my favorite shade. I think this shade looks really nice. Actually, from the shades, it does seem to be more of a liquid highlighter, which I think is really interesting because I'm quite into liquid highlighters, especially if it's like good quality. They blend out nicely. They blend out nicely with a blush and they don't become patchy and dry too fast, and they don't stay sticky. So I would be really excited to try this out actually. Then Catrice is also coming out with some new brow sticks. These are the Stay Natural Brow Stick, and we have the shades Soft Dark Brown, Soft Medium Brown, and Soft Blonde. The pencil looks a little bit chunky to me. They are supposed to be waterproof. I don't think I'm gonna be picking it up. It just looks a little bit too chunky. I like to be a little bit precise. I think the light shade is really interesting. I would like to see that in store because it looks really, really light. Then we have something that I find a pretty exciting release, the Calligraph Artist like felt tip liners. Well, they don't say exactly if it's felt tip, but it looks felt tip to me in the picture. And it's supposed to be a matte liner, and we have different shades. We have the shade Brown Roasted Nuts. We have Butterscotch. We have Midnight Sky. we have Flirt. I really like the way this one looks. This kind of cornflower blue. I think it is such a beautiful shade, and I think it would be really nice to kind of add some graphic liner with this. I'm usually not really someone to use a lot of graphic liner, but I'm kind of like eyeing that style, eyeing that idea. So should I try it? I think this would be the perfect thing to try it with. We also have this shade Off Topic, which is a beautiful kind of sea green tealy shade. And we also have the shade Setting Sun, which is a bright orange. I think this would be really nice to try out. I'm keeping an eye on that one. Then we have some new stick blushes. It's called the Cheek Lift Face Stick. I think it's supposed to be, oh, Cheek Flirt. Scratch that, it's the Cheek Flirt. Cheek Flirt Face Stick. I think these are supposed to be for like blush and maybe lips, but I'm not sure. Like, a lot of the time when you see these types of products, they are also for the lips, but I don't see it like specifically mentioned. But we have 3 shades of this. We have the shade R and Peach, which is a bright peach. We have a Rock and Rose, which is kind of like a light pink. I think this is a very cute looking shade. We have Techno Pink, which is a bright pink. This is something I would really like to try. I love cream stick blushes. I think this is a good thing for Catrice to kind of dabble into, because I feel like they don't have a lot of cream products, and it would be nice to see a little bit more of that. So I think this is one of the more interesting products from their new launches. Then we have the Intense Matte Lip Pen, which is supposed to be just a pen for all over the lips, but it can also be used as kind of like the outline and use other lip products on top. But it's kind of like this chunky pencil. I always feel like maybe they're gonna be a little bit dry. I don't know if this is gonna be like super comfortable, but we'll see about that. So it's the Intense Matte Lip Pen. First up, we have the shade Cinnamon Spice, which is kind of like this cool toned, kind of brownish shade. I do think this is a beautiful shade. Then we have Coral Vibes, which is a bright coral, very spring summery. I think if this looks good on you, then this is such a cute shade. Then we have Get Ready, which is kind of like an orangey red, I think. It looks kind of orange in undertone. Then we have Mocha Me Happy, which is more of a mauve-y, slightly deeper nude. We have Think Pink, which is a very bright fuchsia. I really like these types of shades, but I don't know if I would buy it in this formula. Then we have a Very Berry, beautiful berry shade. I like the look of this one. Okay, so we also have some new lash styles. I personally don't really wear false lashes, but we're just gonna go through them because I think this could be a really like easy, more affordable way to try some lashes. So first up, we have the Fake Big Volume Lashes. We also have the Fake Dramatic Curl. We have the Fake Everyday Natural. We have Fake Insane Length, but they don't look too like long to me. I don't know what's up with that. Fake Ultimate Extension. Those look very long. And then Fake Ultra Definition Single. So some single lashes for if you're more into that. We have some more lip products. I believe this is a new lip line. Catrice is coming out with some lip boosters. So these are plumping. Yeah, they are called the Plump It Up Lip Booster. They are supposed to be kind of minty. They have menthol in them. So if you are sensitive to that, then maybe skip these. But if you like a little bit of that fresh minty scent on the lips, and these could be nice. So first up, we have a very bright orange shade, which seems to have a little bit of a golden duochrome, a golden sheen to it. This one is called Fake It Till You Make It. Then we have a bright Barbie pink, which is called Good Vibrations. We have a very cool toned pink, so cool toned that it kind of looks purple with a bluish purple sheen to it. This one is called Illusion of Perfection. And we have a very light pink, like so light that is almost white. This one is called No Fake Love. And then we have kind of like a reddish pink, a little bit deeper but still bright. This one is called Overdosed on Confidence. Then we have one shade that seems to be, that is gonna be like a pearly shimmery shade. And this one is called Popping Champagne. It's a bit hard to see in this photo because it seems to just be white, but I feel like it's gonna be shimmery. And then we have the very bright red shade, which is called Potentially Scandalous. And we have kind of like a cool toned mauve shade that is called Prove Me Wrong. I really like the shade. I think it looks really good. And we have a very, very light peach, which is called Real Talk. I actually think this is a really interesting product. I might try one. I think they look really good, but I think try one of the more out there shades. Maybe the orange. It could be interesting. Then we also have 3 new shades of the Mono eyeshadows that have like these shimmer specks in them. I actually really like this formula. I don't know if I'm gonna be buying any more, but it does look very nice and shimmery on the eyes, so I really like that. So first up we have the shade Blooming Blue, which is a very bright, fresh looking blue. We have the shade Jungle Jade, which is a mint. And we have Rusty Robbie, which is kind of like a rust shade. It's a bit like in between a brown and a copper, a little bit bronzy. I think this is a great formula, but I don't really need this. Then we have one of the 2 new foundations. This is the Nude Drop Foundation. We have 16 shades, I believe. I believe there are 16. I have 3 of the shades here. I'm gonna put them up on the screen. I'm not gonna put them all up, but the deepest shade, it looks pretty deep. I'm not well versed on the exact undertones it should have, but I think this could be a pretty interesting foundation. I personally don't really wear foundation, so I'm not going to be trying it out, but it looks kind of interesting. Okay, then we have another lip product. These are the Scandalous Matte Lipsticks. Catrice likes to mix it up with the lipsticks. They do a lot of different ranges. They discontinue a lot and then bring a lot of things back, but usually they have pretty like similar colors. So first up we have the shade Blame the Night, a very bright red shade. We have Casually Overdressed. This is a like beautiful bright pink. Then we have Go Bold or Go Home. It seems to be a red with a more pink undertone. We have Good Intentions, which is kind of like a lighter to medium nude with a bit of a warmer rosy undertone. We have Me Right Now, which is a very cool tone nude. I think this is a pretty interesting shade. Then we have Muse of Inspiration, which is more of a toned down rose, but it has some depth in it as well. It's a bit deeper. We have Nude Obsession, which is a very light peachy nude. We have Plain Truth. This is a very light nude, but it's a little bit more cool toned. And we have Rose Seduction, which is a very peachy rose shade, a little bit like medium, more medium. And we have Playing with Fire, which is a very bright orangey nude. Like it still has a little bit of nudeness to it, but I think kind of depends on your coloring, could get really bright. And then we have the shade Sucker for Love, which is kind of like a brighter rose shade, but it can still be a little bit more casual, I think. And that's gonna be everything for that new line of matte lipsticks. We also have some skincare. We have 2 new things. We have the Glow Overnight Exfoliating Serum with 9% AHA. Causes an intense glow and refined complexion. Then we have a niacinamide serum. This is the ultra minimizing serum, 10% niacinamide, 3% ever matte, whatever that means, I don't know, but it tightens the pores and mattifies the skin. I personally really like niacinamide. I don't know if I would try it from Catrice. I also always have to check if it has any perfume in it, so I don't know about that. With this information I cannot really say. Then we have one new 5 in a box colorway. There are already a few colorways of this. This one is in a diamond lavender look. It seems very cool toned with a pop of lavender. I tried one of these, didn't like it, so I'm probably not going to be picking this up. Then we also have a few tools. This is a dual-ended brush. One side seems to be a little bit of a crease brush and the other one is like that spongy tip that I personally never use. We have an 18-hour HD matte powder foundation. There's supposed to be 12 colors of this, or 12 shades of this, but I only have this one photo, so I cannot tell you what the shade range is like. This is all the info I have for now. We have an Invisible Matte Loose Powder, long lasting. I don't keep up with the loose powders by Catrice. I feel like they have had something like this before. I don't really like pay attention to it. Then we have the Blossom Glow Glow Eye and Cheek Palette. Okay, so we have 2 Glow Eye and Cheek palettes. This one is Blossom Glow. This is kind of like a more cool tone version. We have a little bit of a corally blush, but the rest is more muted and cool toned. I feel like this might be slightly inspired by the Eye and Cheek palette by Natasha Denona. I don't know if it is the case. It doesn't look the same, but I feel like it's kind of maybe inspired by that. But I think this looks pretty cute. I'm usually myself not that big a fan of combined palettes like this. I don't really reach for them, but this, it looks like a pretty cute thing. Don't know how the quality is gonna be. Then the other one, the warmer version, is called Sun Glow. So this is a little bit more bronzy. We have a bronzer in here as well. Also a more orangey blush. I feel like even though we have 2 shades, it's still pretty limited. It's still for a very specific range of skin tones, but that happens a lot with Catrice. They don't come out with the most options, but I think what we have here looks pretty cute. I don't know if I would try it myself, but it looks pretty nice. Then we have something that I am very, very excited for. I am definitely gonna be picking this up. This is the Cheek Lover Oil Infused Blush. This is the Marble Blush in Dahlia Blossom. And this seems to be kind of like a reddish pink baked blush. I love the first oil infused blush that Catrice came out with, which was like very peachy, peach to gold. A very glowy blush is one of my favorites in my collection, so I've been waiting for them to come out with another one, and this shade looks very cute. I can't wait to try it out. Then we have the Holiday Skin Bronze and Glow palette Out of Office. I believe the name is Out of Office of this colorway. So it's definitely inspired by Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like they're a little bit late with this dupe, but okay, maybe it's still relevant. Maybe people are still looking for a dupe for this. I am actually pretty excited to pick this up. The reason is that I love the holiday skin blushes that they have had. I have both the shades. I love them. I wear them all the time. So if this is a similar formula, I would love to try it out, would love to test it out. I think this is pretty cute. A bit sad that this is just one colorway, but yeah, it's Catrice. And then we have some press-on nails. These are called Pretty Suits Me Best. They are just like light pink, nudish press-on nails. I don't wear these. Then we have another Pro Slim eyeshadow palette. This one is the one in Blushing Ocean. I think they tried to make it look a little bit interesting with a pop of green, yellow and pink, but it doesn't seem like a very cohesive color story. And I've tried 2 of the Pro Slim palettes. One I really liked, one I didn't like, and I think I'm gonna skip on this because the color story doesn't appeal to me. Then we have a pencil sharpener. I might try it, I don't know. I feel like I'm still kind of missing the perfect pencil sharpener in my life. We have a new mascara. This is called the Pure False Lash Mascara. I don't think I've ever actually tried Catrice mascara because they never come out with brown mascaras. I would love for them to do that. Brown mascara is my thing. I always wear brown mascara. This black, I'm not gonna do it, but we have a new mascara. Then we have some reusable eye patches. You can use these again. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know exactly what the info around this is, but I'm guessing you can put your serum on these, put them on your eyes, and then like wash them and use them again, which is really nice. I think that's a lot better than buying eye patches that you throw out right away. I think this could save you a lot of money. Then we have the Smoother Plumping Primer Concentrate with vegan collagen. I actually think that this primer looks pretty interesting. I might snag it if I see it when I'm buying some things from this range from this update. I might pick it up, but I will probably decide that last minute. Depends on all the other things I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, we have another mascara. This is the Volume Perfector mascara. This one is waterproof. It has a lash lift effect. We also have an eyebrow scissor. You can cut your eyebrows with this. I wouldn't dare. I would be too scared. But if you're looking for a scissor to cut your eyebrows with, this is one option. And I actually think that is gonna be everything. Is this everything? I think I talked about everything. Okay, what did you think? What did you think about everything you just saw? I tried to speed through it quite a bit because there were so many products. Yeah, let me know what you think is the most interesting. I feel like I'm probably gonna pick up one of the All Over Glow tints. I think those look really interesting. I'm probably gonna pick up one of the Calligraph felt tip eyeliners. I'd love to try that. The Cheek Lift or Cheek Flirt face sticks, I would like to try it. Maybe one of the lipsticks. I'm for sure gonna try the Holiday Skin Bronze and Glow and the oil infused baked blush I'm definitely gonna try. So there are some things here that I'm really excited about. There are some things here that I am gonna pick up and I'm gonna try out. So check back on this channel if you're interested in me actually testing out these products. And don't forget to let me know what you thought were the most exciting releases. I would love to hear that from you. And then that's actually gonna be everything for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And then I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.